Beloved Saints, today's 5-minute message of redemptive history is about Jotham of the second period in the genealogy of Jesus, Part 1, from the fourth book of Redemptive History series, God's Profound and Mysterious Providence. Jotham was the 9th individual in the second period of Jesus' genealogy in Matthew chapter 1. Matthew 1 verse 9 says, Uzziah was the father of Jotham. Jotham succeeded Uzziah and became the 11th king of the southern kingdom of Judah. At this time in Part 1, let us examine how Jotham did not enter the temple of the Lord, cautioned by his father's wrongdoing. Jotham's father Uzziah had entered the temple of God, which was restricted to all but the priests, and he attempted to burn incense on the altar. As a result, he was struck with leprosy and eventually died. While Uzziah suffered leprosy for 12 years, Jotham attended the affairs of the state as a regent. During this time, Jotham witnessed the tragic conclusion of his father's life. He took all this to heart, and he resolved never to enter the temple of God, and he never did. 2 Chronicles 27 verse 2 states, Jotham did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, just as his father Uzziah had done, but unlike him, he did not enter the temple of the Lord. Jotham was unexpectedly placed on the throne as a regent due to his father's leprosy. If Jotham was an unfilial son, he could have spoken out against his father and said to him, Father, what did you do? Why did you enter into the temple of God and try to burn an incense when you're not even a priest? Look what happened to you. However, Jotham never belittled or looked down upon his father. He always stayed upright before God. Moreover, Jotham only took after the good ways of his father Uzziah. That is why 2 Kings 15:34 says, He did what was right in the sight of the Lord. He did according to all that his father Uzziah had done. Everyone, Jotham's righteous reign can be interpreted as his penitent effort to make amends for his leprous father's sins. Everyone, Jotham took after only the good ways of Uzziah his father. He repented for his father's sake, and he was determined not to repeat his father's mistake. However, the Bible testifies how the people continued to sin just as before. 2 Chronicles 27 verse 2 states, And he did right in the sight of the Lord according to all that his father Uzziah had done. However, he did not enter the temple of the Lord, but the people continued acting corruptly. Here the word continued in Hebrew is od, and it means repeatedly or continuance. Therefore, the verse is indicating that the people had been acting corruptly from before Jotham's reign until now, even while Jotham was doing right before God by not entering the temple. Although the king was humble and upright in the sight of God, the people were still apathetic to faith and continued to follow their wicked ways. Everyone, the Bible prophesies that such occurrences, where the wicked becoming more wicked, will take place in the last days. Revelations 22 verse 11 states, Let the one who does wrong still do wrong, and the one who is filthy still be filthy. And let the one who is righteous still practice righteousness, and the one who is holy still keep himself holy. 2 Timothy 3:13 says, But every man and impostors will proceed from bad to worse, deceiving and being deceived. Beloved saints, as we live in this world, we need to have right leaders. A leader is also a person, so he or she can have good and wicked deeds. At those times, we need to follow the good deeds and learn from the wicked deeds. We need to pray for the leader and not commit the same wicked mistake. Today, let us have the humble heart as we stay upright before God and please Him. I bless in the name of the Lord.